It was a little past midnight. The highway stretched endlessly in front of him, dark, silent, almost lifeless. Raghav, a careful and experienced driver, guided his SUV through the emptiness. The sky was buried under thick clouds. No moonlight, no stars, just darkness pressing down over everything. Raghav had been driving for hours, and the quiet rhythm of the road had settled into a slow, steady pattern. The engine hummed softly. The cold air slipped through the slightly open window. For miles, he hadn't seen a single vehicle. But then, something appeared in the distance. Hazard lights, blinking, slow, rhythmic, steady. Up ahead, an SUV stood parked on the shoulder. Its hazard lights flashed in the darkness like a silent distress call. The bonnet was wide open, tilted upward as if the engine had failed. On any other night, Raghav might have stopped without thinking. Helping stranded drivers was something he had done before. But tonight felt different, too quiet, too empty, too still. He slowed down just enough to observe. The SUV looked completely abandoned. No person standing outside, no one waving for help. No movement near the vehicle at all. The doors were shut, the windows dark, the surroundings silent. A strange tension pulled at Raghav's chest. Where's the driver? He wondered. Why is no one outside if the car broke down? His instincts whispered a warning. Something wasn't right. As he got closer, the moment that changed everything happened. The open bonnet of the SUV began to close, slowly, smoothly, deliberately, not slamming, not falling suddenly, but lowering gently, as if someone hiding beneath it was easing it down carefully to avoid making noise. Raghav's breath caught. His hands tightened on the wheel. And then, the hazard lights, which had been blinking steadily, suddenly shut off. In one instant, the SUV went from bright flashing to complete blackness. No lights, no movement, no sign of anyone. It felt as if the vehicle itself had noticed him coming and tried to disappear. A chill ran down his spine. Raghav remembered warnings he had heard recently, reports from police and local drivers. Criminals were staging fake breakdowns at night, using open bonnets, blinking hazards, flat tires, anything that looked believable. Then they hid behind vehicles or inside the cabin, waiting for someone to stop. The moment the person stepped out, they attacked. Those stories had sounded distant before. Now they felt terrifyingly real. The slow closing bonnet, the lights turning off at the perfect moment, the lack of any visible driver. It all matched the warnings exactly. Raghav made his decision instantly. He would not stop. Not here, not on a deserted highway, not for something that felt like a trap. He pressed the accelerator gently, keeping his car steady. His eyes stayed focused forward, resisting the urge to look back or slow down. He passed the SUV without turning his head, refusing to give whoever was hiding inside any sign of hesitation. The road behind him grew darker as the SUV vanished from sight. But the uneasy feeling stayed with him, crawling across his skin like static. For a moment, he imagined what might have happened if he had stopped. A door creaking open behind him, footsteps emerging from the bushes, multiple shadows surrounding him in the dark, hands grabbing his arms, a voice whispering for him to give up his keys, his phone, his wallet. The thought alone made his stomach twist. After several minutes of tense driving, he finally reached a stretch of highway with bright streetlights. A small fuel station glowed in the distance. People, cameras, safety. Raghav pulled over, his hands still trembling slightly as the adrenaline faded. He took a deep breath and dialed the police helpline. He described everything: the parked SUV, the open bonnet, the slow closing motion, the hazard lights shutting off. He expected surprise, maybe disbelief, but the operator didn't sound surprised at all. Instead, the officer spoke in a serious, steady tone. Sir, we've received similar reports. Some vehicles on highways are not actually broken down. They are meant to lure drivers. You did the right thing by not stopping. Never approach a suspicious vehicle at night. Always call us instead. Raghav closed his eyes for a moment, absorbing the weight of that truth. He had trusted his instincts, and those instincts had likely saved him. He took another deep breath and looked back at the dark road he'd come from. The silent traps hidden in the night. The danger disguised as helplessness. He realized something important, something every driver should know. Not every stranded vehicle is real. Not every hazard light is a call for help. Some are bait, waiting for the perfect victim.